Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Cassidy Schramm. I'm going to be talking about the rising tuition rates in college. So what is tuition? Tuition is a sum of money charged for teaching or instruction by a school, college, or university. These costs exclude room and board, books and supplies, and other fees. So let's talk about the average cost then. A public four-year institution in 1984 cost about $3,682, while a public two-year institution was costing about $2,807. A private four-year institution costs about $8,451, and a private two-year institution costs about $6,203. So if we fast forward today, we can see that the costs have increased dramatically. For a public four-year institution, we're seeing about $18,632. A public two-year institution, about $9,586. And a private four-year institution, about $37,990. And these statistics can be found at the National Center for Educational Statistics. So if you can't afford college, which a lot of people can't, you can find some help with financial aid. And there are three types of financial aid. There's federal aid, which is straight from the federal government. There's state aid, which is from the state you reside in. And there's institutional aid from, let's say, Blinn College. They can help you out with some financial aid. Within financial aid, there's grants. And there's two types of grants. There's a Pell Grant and a Teach Grant. And a Teach Grant is only for students that are getting their education major. Then there's a scholarship. Scholarships can pay for all of your college or only fractions of your college. And that scares a lot of people. Then there's loans. There's two types of loans. There's subsidized loans and unsubsidized loans. Subsidized loans are, you pay interest outside of college. And then there's unsubsidized loans where you start paying interest right when you get that loan. So if we take a look at this chart right here, financial aid is from your parents' gross income. So if you're earning about $20,000, you can expect to pay $0 and earn about $52,000 from financial aid. Then it goes all the way up to $140,000, where you're looking to pay $31,000, and you can expect to receive about $20,000. And this you can find from the National Center of Educational Statistics as well. So let's look at a quote from Steve Jobs. "I naively chose a college that was almost as expensive as Stanford, and all my work-class parents' savings were being spent on my college tuition. After 6 months, I couldn't see the value in it. I had no idea what I wanted to do with my life, and no idea how college was going to help me figure it out." He's basically saying right here that the long-term run, college just wasn't working out for him, and it was just too expensive. And with college, you're going to look at some debt. And according to Forbes.com, 2/3 of Americans come out of college looking at debt. And our national debt is actually $1.2 trillion. The average person is coming out of college with about $26,600 in debt. And then it can grow up to about $100,000 if you're looking at a PhD or your law degree. And this is according to Forbes.com. So if we look at this chart, we can see that about 43% of people are looking about under $10,000 of debt. But then we can jump to 30% of people where you're jumping from $10,000 to $25,000. And it just steadily keeps growing. And you can find this statistic at tcf.org. Then if we take a look at this quote from Bernie Sanders, "Education should be a right, not a privilege. We need a revolution in the way that the United States funds higher education." And basically what he's saying is we need help from our federal government. We are receiving financial aid, but we need a more forward way to help pay for everybody, not just people that qualify. So what I'm here to say to you is that with all these factors, the price, the financial aid, and student debt, it can be very scary. So one thing you can do is apply yourself early. Get scholarships from high school and straight from the college. It shows that subsidized loans and financial aid can be the greatest thing to help you. But after all this stuff, no matter what you do, it's up to you and up to what you think is the best idea. Thank you.
Excellent.
Good job, Cassidy.
That was scary.
Good job.
That was scary.